What's up, everybody? Awkward Anxious Jennifer here, and I haven't done like an update video in quite a while. I guess most of you haven't seen my shaved head. Did that a few weeks ago. I really like not having to deal with hair. Anyway, so I finally got back into therapy. I'm about to head into my third session. I was hoping to hang out by the beach a little bit before my appointment, but of course it's starting to rain, so I guess I'm in my car by the beach. But anyway, I don't. When I go to therapy, I don't like to just show up and talk about whatever. I mean, sometimes that's okay, but one of the main things about therapy is going to actually talk through your problems and come up with solutions and whatnot. Which I kind of did in my previous appointments, but today I was doing a little bit of journaling this morning, trying to really figure out, what do I want to talk about, what do I need to address, and so I've been really obsessed with this couple from Thailand recently. They did a TV series together and then seemingly fell in love with each other. They won't admit it in words, but the way they look at each other, they look like that emoji, the emoji with the hearts for eyes. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I kind of had to dive deep, and why am I so obsessed with this couple? What's underneath all that? And I've always been in love with love. Ever since I was a little girl, I loved watching romantic movies and TV shows and reading romance novels and whatever. And then 10 or 12 or 15 or however many years ago, I fell in love with Bollywood movies, because those tend to be very romantic too. And now it's this couple from Thailand and whatever. And so I've always been in love with the idea of love, and I've spent most of my life feeling like I'm never going to have that. I had one long-term relationship when I was in my early 20s. We were on again, off again for, 3 years, something like that. But since then, I've hardly done any dating over the last decade. And not at all in 3 years. And of course, with the pandemic, that throws a whole other layer on top of everything. But, pandemic aside, I'm forced to come back again to my low self-esteem, which kind of, is the bottom layer of everything in my life, including work and friends and the idea of love and everything. I have long-term clients who love my work and keep giving me work, so I have proof that I must be good at writing, but even that I doubt myself constantly. So it's like that's the one thing that I feel like I'm kind of good at, and I even doubt myself on that. And just kind of, I've always had low self-esteem. And now, I think being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, however many years ago that was, 13 years ago, more or less, that definitely affected me. My weight's always been an issue with my self-esteem. I've always felt like, oh, well, nobody's going to want to be with me if I'm fat. And then with the diagnosis, like, well, that's a whole other layer of who's going to want to deal with that. And my financial troubles, which are tied to my mental health, nobody's going to want to do, nobody's going to want to mess with that, deal with that. And yeah, and especially now that I've pretty much thrown all feminine norms out the window at this point, So I feel like, well, that's just another layer of things that, a lot of people might not want to deal with in a partner. And, my weight's always been an issue, but this is the most I've ever weighed. Anyway, here I am just sitting here listing reasons why I feel like I'm a terrible person that nobody would want to be with. So I think that's why I'm so in love with this couple that seem to be very much in love with each other, and just kind of, I think one of my biggest fears in life is that, what is that mask? That is creepy. Sorry, a guy just drove by rode a bike past me wearing like a full-on Halloween mask. Like kind of like the Scream mask. I don't know. That was creepy. So yeah, so I guess that's what I need to talk about in therapy. Again, most of my time in therapy has been spent trying to build up some sort of self-esteem. And my birthday was the other day, and I didn't get, well, 4 people texted me, and then usually on Facebook I'll get lots of notifications from people writing on my wall, happy birthday, whatever. And that whole day I didn't get any. And I kind of just felt like, yeah, seems about right that nobody would care that it's my birthday. I mean, 38's not exciting anyway. And I kind of thought it was weird, but I kind of just accepted it, like, nobody cares, and that's it. Well, the next day I thought, it is kind of strange that nobody said anything. Well, come to find out, Facebook didn't give me the notifications, but 31 people had written on my Facebook wall saying, happy birthday. So that made me feel, special and important. But the fact that I just so easily accepted, oh, yeah, nobody cares, that's my birthday, whatever. That's kind of concerning to me. So that's where I'm at. I guess that's the big thing I gotta tackle in therapy. One of the things that I had wanted to talk about in therapy was figuring out how to manage my obsessions, but I think, I'm always obsessed with something. So the root cause of whatever my current obsession is always just trying to avoid feeling things, avoid thinking things, try to stay out of my head, distract myself, whatever. And now with this couple, it's, watching their love because I feel like I'll never have my own. So that's where my head's at. Hurricane Delta it looks like it's gonna pass east of here. Galveston is still under a tropical storm warning. Looks like it's gonna be kind of windy and rainy tomorrow. But we shouldn't feel too bad of effects, I don't think. And the surf isn't even too high yet. I might come out again later tonight and see if it's risen. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And I'm going to try to start doing videos more often, but you know me. Who knows? So yeah, I guess if anybody else is struggling, I might have new people watching this video. It's probably the same, 3 or 4 dozen people who watch all my videos. But if you're new to my channel and you struggle with your mental health, just know that you're not alone. I try to share my struggles, not just to whine. I hope I don't sound whiny, but today I probably do. But just to let everybody know that you're not the only person feeling the way you feel. And your feelings are valid, and your emotions are valid, and your experience is valid. Even if other people are telling you, just stop feeling sorry for yourself. Well, if you're struggling with depression or anxiety or bipolar disorder or whatever, it's not that simple. So anyway, I don't know what I'm talking. I'm just blabbering. But I hope you all are doing well. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll talk to you all later.